Hello and welcome to Speedforce Racing. This is the fourth pre-season test here at Spain. I'm Cadwell, so I'm here with you tonight. And as always, we have a co-commentator alongside me tonight for his first time. Please don't go too harsh on him. It's James Hook.
Hello, how are we? Nice to see everybody.
I'm fine, thanks. Are you alright?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Just, can't wait to get into this qualifier now and see how everybody does tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited as well for this one because it's really going to be interesting. Because when you saw in all the other ones, it's been very close. And then last night we had a actual massive crash on like lap 1 or something. So
yeah, I was involved in that massive crash. but yeah, no, it's going to be a tight one. I think it's. You said that first one was Monday. That was quite tight between a few of the drivers. So it's going to be looking quite tasteful. I think towards the top end, first top 10, and then it's going to be quite tight between then maybe 12th to 15th, and then 16th to 19th. Be another close battle. I think should be interesting.
yeah, it will be interesting as we've got quite a lot of people from different leagues last year, and people. I think there's some new ones in here that haven't raced before for us. So
yeah, that'll be interesting to see where they line up as well.
It's quite nice to know. So yeah, you can see all the names down the side. We've got like Sonic Hawk from like GP4 last year. You have Electro Dan, which I think was GP2, Energy Dan GP4, and then you've got Ryan Pantoum GP3 last year, and you've got a few Prem series which are here, so that's good as well. And then you've got a few who are never been here before as well.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting to see where everybody stacks up. So Dimestar there with a modest 119.7.
yeah, what are you expecting the pole time to be, which would have been smashed?
No, yeah. last night when I filled in, I come in just after qualifying. So last night when I came in, I seen a 117.3 on the board. So obviously that's a Prem guy. So I'd like to see maybe somebody try and get into the 116s if they're good enough. I'd like to see that. I'd be very impressed with the 116.9, 116.8.
Yeah, because that should be really good. I think it was when I did it. We had Laser Lord, was it? Who was P1?
Yeah.
And he did like a 117 or something, or could have been 116.9.
Yeah.
But as you can see right now, there is somebody out of qualifying. That's Killer Man. He has somewhere on the circuit done something, or potentially hasn't done anything. Just decided to retire from session. So we'll put some stuff on for you. There you go.
On an outlap as well. In the Red Bull.
We will head to the guys. We'll head to this one here and have a look at Porter. Is that how you say it? Porter, I think that's how you say it. So we're going to look at him for a minute and see how he gets on. I think this is his first lap, so let's see how everyone goes.
We've got Sonic Hawk in a Williams as well, just coming up on an outlap. It'd be good to see how he does tonight.
Laser Lord in the chat says, watch out for Dynamics. He's rapid, apparently, so
keep an eye out for Dynamics, not a problem.
A 119.9 he's done so far, so yep, there you go. Anyone else on a lap? Anyway,
we got Sonic Hawk on an outlap, Jaeger Mal coming out on an outlap, and William Manzo as well near the Red Bull.
if you look at some of the guys who were GP4 last year, which were there's only 3 in this one, which is Sonic. Actually, there's more than that. Actually, sorry. There's Energy Dan, JD Savo, Badger, and Sonic Hawk. And Energy Dan's done a 120.1, so puts him up in 7th. So quite respectable, really.
You almost hit the pit wall entry there. But yeah, I did see. I've been training with Energy Dan quite a lot, and yourself as well, and there've been a few others, and I know I've seen Energy Dan's time. You can go a little bit quicker than that. Maybe on the softs you may get to a 119, 119.7. I'd like to see. You can definitely break the 120. Along with Savo. Savo's rapid around here as well. I've also seen that. But the Prem guys, I think, gonna rinse it. Like I said, it's still 10 minutes left in qualifying.
Yeah.
I'd like to see possibly get it down to a 117, 116.9. I'd love to see on the final night. It'd be brilliant.
It will. As just quickly to tell everybody, we have Need for Speed. Just came at the bottom of the screen, crashing to Is it Serdar? Serdar, I think they say it. And he has got a 5 pace grid penalty as Podge now retired from session.
Podge has gone out. Yeah, it wasn't Podge he was hit, was it?
No, it was 13th and 11th on your timesheet. They, I think we're heading into the pit lane, and Need for Speed just hit the side of him as here he comes into the line. A 120.7 there for Sonic Hawk. A good lap there, but that is puts him up in 10th.
Yeah,
it's good to see that.
All the guys so far, they're all within a couple of seconds of each other. 179 is still the quickest at the minute.
Yep.
And Dan's just coming up his out lap.
And as you said, there's still 10 minutes to go, so there's still plenty of time.
Yeah. And one thing as well I'd like to point out is that I'm speaking to a few of the racers. I can't remember if you were in the chat or not, but this track evolved so quickly compared to some of the other tracks during qualifying. So I don't know if that's strategy for some people just to stay in the pits just a little bit longer to get, and then rinse the car on the last couple of minutes to try and get the most out of the car. Maybe that's a strategy as well.
Maybe.
But I know the track evolution is quite impressive on this track.
Yes, and let us know what you think, who you think guys should be put into the right category. I think after we've done the 2 weeks, the admin people look at all the people with all their times and see how quick they're going to be. I'm generally hoping, because I'm going to start racing this year as well, generally hoping that we can get them all in the right categories and that, because I remember last year we had a few people who joined late and they like win GP4 and were just too quick and then wasn't enough space and all that, so it's something like that. But as we see Energy Dan now start his second lap on the soft tyres. So you said he was going to go on the softs, he's now on the softs.
Yeah. He said most people will now. It's coming in the last couple of minutes into the qualifying. People are going to start trying to get the times down. I don't know how the midfield, I think, are going to be a bit strategic about it. Like Sonic Hawk at the minute, he's on the borderline with JD Savo. So if Sonic Hawk qualifies 11th, got free tyre choice. So I think he's just going to try and keep the one set of softs, brand new, untouched, and go hell for leather on the opening laps. Or you could wait, you could go out on the hards, but the hards are very, very hard to get traction around here on hards.
Yeah.
So we'll wait to see how it pans out. I mean, I'd like to see somebody go a really long stint on the hards, but I can't see it happening. I think it's going to be medium to hards for most people, apart from the top 10, which obviously, as we all know.
Look at that.
Qualify on the lap time, 117.5 from Vin. Oh, yeah, 117.5.
Look at that, Energy Dan, a 118.9.
Well, he smashed what I said, 119. I said 119.7, and he's just gone out there and absolutely obliterated it.
Yeah, I think he'll be very happy with that one. From what happened last year.
JD Savo just put in a 119.3, another decent lap from a GP4 driver from last year. Yeah,
some Laser says in the chat it's going to be softs to mediums at the start, so the race, I think he's saying.
Yeah.
It's only I think it's a 17 lap race this one, so very short. But the more experience they get, is better, I'd say. Leaving it till near the end is Ryan Van Doom. He's literally only just come out the pits, so
maybe keep an eye on his time now then with the track evolution coming into play.
Yeah, I thought it'd be quick at the start, but
Yeah. So that I've briefly done a few laps with him when I've been invited to parties. He's another, in my eyes, a quick driver. Saying that everybody's quick compared to me, but you know.
yeah, because wasn't it? I can't remember where it was now, but you, yeah, where was it? I can't remember, but you did get a few points last year, so
Yeah. I had a pretty shoddy start to the season, all the way up until I was inconsistent as out in DNF, so I was finishing outside the points. And then in USA, then the heavens decided to open up, and somehow miraculously, I got myself my first point, and I carried that on into Abu Dhabi when we had the double points, and I finished ninth. But yeah, apparently as well, I was watching the streams back. I was up for driver of the day, not to blow my own trumpet, but up in the driver of the day for USA. Unfortunately, I didn't get it there, but like I said, if I can find that form more regularly now this season, I think I'll be well on my way and getting a bit more consistent with points.
yeah, because it was it was very fun. Like I think it was uh, Gareth, who is Maggi, if you know him as a racer, he was in the stream with me, and he just literally was so impressed with how quick you were to get there. Cause I think there was like 15 drivers still racing at the time, and you were like ninth at the time. He was like, I still can't believe that he's going to get a point in this race. I still can't believe he hasn't got a point this season.
Yeah, well, it was that race as well that I listened to Jeff, because I went on the full wets when really I didn't need you. I had wing damage, and I thought, right, okay, I'll come out on my wets and try my best. But no, I couldn't. For some reason, I should have stayed on intermediates. I should have switched to a fresh set of intermediates, and maybe I might have finished in a better position. But that's what hindsight does, and it's a good thing to have, And so next year now, hopefully, if the heavens do open up in Australia, USA again, I'll be well aware of it, and hopefully my driving style would have changed for the better, and picked up a few more points.
Yeah, because if I'm in GP4 as well, I'm awful at racing, just like you. Not just like you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You crack on.
I shouldn't say that. What I mean is, I'm really bad.
One of the slower drivers.
Yeah. I'll say it now to everyone who will be watching GP4. I'm not commentating on it this year, but I will be the slowest driver there. I'll be what James was this year, if you want to know. James Hook was this year. I'll be him this year, and he can be quicker and get up to the top as he does.
Yeah, well, hopefully get to the top. I'd be happy with consistently qualifying 12th, 13th, and then maybe scraping a point. I'd be happy with that because, again, it's developing and then it's bettering myself. It's cool. I really enjoy it. It's just people like.
Sorry. No, you go. Sorry.
I was just saying, people I've spoken to through SFR and around, really, it's just a massive family. It's just brilliant, Everybody has helped me individually. I started off with Lee. Lee invited me into the SFR group and showed me the ropes, basically, because I never used to drive with any sort of setups. I just used the ones that were already configured on the game. And to the end of the season, then when I picked up my little bit of points, it's mad that, like, from your help, from like Dan's help, here's a spin, the run up was just spun out. So we got that up on track. Quite close, and he almost lost his there.
Yeah, you can see that there. There he is.
Yeah.
Spin. Oh, he hits the wall. He taps the back of his car into the wall there. I don't know if that was a good idea.
Yeah, just got to be careful when he's rejoining now.
Yeah, he's fine now. He's back on. But yeah, no, I'm really bad at racing. I use setups, but not very good setups. I'm going to be honest with you. And yeah, if you've ever watched a league, you probably don't. But if you ever watched a league called Fair League Racing, they do a Sunday. They race on Sundays and Saturdays, and the GP2's on their Division 2's on a Saturday. And because they don't have a slower division, because they were like, yeah, you're slow. I was like around here, right?
Yeah.
I was setting like a 122, 121s.
Yeah.
Like in that, and everyone else in that was doing like 119s, 120s, and they were like saying, "Oh yeah, you should be improving." But yeah, anyway, as we can see, It's still Vin on top
Yeah,
from
Dane Star's on his outlap along with
Dane
Murray
Star.
Manzo. Yeah. Dynastix is in the pits. We were told to look out for Dynastix, but he's in the pit at the minute. Maybe he can just about get around in time for an outlap. We'll soon see. He just come out of the pits now.
Maybe.
Going to be very close, I think, now in these last couple of, the last minute or so. Be very, 118, just under a second between the top four.
Electro Dan, sorry, decided he's had enough, or he's had enough. No, he actually could be the sector 3 yellow flag. No, maybe just one of the yellow flags we just had. But if it's not, he's just had enough and decided he didn't want to continue anymore. And yeah, if you did watch last night, if you didn't watch last night's, guys, go back and watch last night's. It was very entertaining hearing Tom and Senna. It was because it was very entertaining on the first and second lap when he had that crash, and they were just. I think Tom just went a bit too crazy on that one. If you've watched that back.
Yeah. I did listen.
Yeah, you hear Sensei, you hear Martin go, you hear Senna go, there's been a crash, and then you hear Tom go, oh my god, there's a crash. It's like,
yeah. Funny you should say that because, like I was saying, I'm bigging up all the people that that have helped me through SFR this season. Tom's another one. Tom was my current teammate in season 5. Maybe even going into season 6 could be my teammate again. And from just having him talking to me through the track and through the races was a massive help for me. It might be completely different for somebody else, but to me, to know that somebody is there just chatting to me in my ear, kind of just eases the tension a little bit maybe. And like I said, all the guys that I've played with so far and raced with, they've all been a massive. Even for the ones that maybe I don't race with so much or until race night, I've picked up things off everyone, and it's just my mind has just gone kaput with the amount of information off everybody, and still trying to well, I know I need to do this. Gareth has said to me I need to do this. Dan has said, right, you need to do this a little bit quicker. Leah said, slow down a little bit, you're going too fast. It's just trying to find my own rhythm, and then hopefully pick it up next season. But again, 117.5 is the one. Vin 87R, 117.598.
Yeah, there's still a few out there, so
Yeah.
Vin is on a slow lap here. Well, actually, he did improve, but his middle sector apparently, and then he just didn't do the last sector properly. But then we still have a few who did have JD Savo.
118.5. That is amazing quick for somebody who's been in GP4, which has knocked Energy down to 10th. So he's still qualified in top 10 at the minute. But like I said, there's two people still out on track or coming in.
And there we go. That's it then. Everyone has finished. So it's Vin who gets pole and Dane Star who gets second, and then it's is it Mario Manzo? That's I think what it is, and then it's Dynamics in 4th there, and then JD Savo in 5th. So well done to him, as we always say.
In 6th is Electro Dan with a 118. 7th is Polter with a 118. Serdar 1907, 118.8. Ryan Van Doon would have qualified 9th. And Energy Dan's the last one of the top 10 with a 118.8.
Yeah, so there you go. So after just to quickly give some information away, after this week, next week, if you want to know where we are racing, we're racing in the UK at Silverstone. The British Grand Prix circuit, so that's where we are next week. So just to
the rest of the grid.
All right.
Sonic Hawk Gamer, the run up in 11th, 12th, and 13th. Racing Fortune 14th. Badger in 15th. Jagermal in 16th. Need for Speed in 17th. 18th is Tormented Racer, and Killerman with No Time in 19th. So we'll be starting at the back of the grid.
Yeah, and just to say as well, the gap from first to second was 0.09, so that shows you how close them two were.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if they're going to go hell for leather or if they're going to be stiff, if they're going to be tactical about it. And I know it's only a test race, but it's every man for himself in a test race, I think.
Yeah, because
a little bit extra.
Yeah, because when you have test races, everyone wants to do the best they can to get the
That's
best
it. Yeah. Yeah.
like thing. Because I can't remember what test race I think it was our test race. Laser Lord just put his foot down and just went and just said, "Right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to win
Yeah.
this," and
And
he
just
won it. So
yeah went off with the wind. To put it politely.
yeah, I managed to complete. I think it was 6 laps, and then yeah, I just crashed out. So yeah,
Yeah,
which is
I
not
think
good.
mine was not far off that. I think mine was 11 laps, and I went out with Cadwell. Oh, and you? Yeah, it was you.
So
We
11
went out
laps.
together.
Was it 11
We,
laps?
we no 8 laps,
Oh, okay, 8 laps there. All right.
and here comes the formation lap.
Yep. So that, yeah, if you want to let us know. Oh, by the way, just to tell you, everyone, it is you've got dynamics, you've got Electro Dan, the run up, Badger. Is that Yigamer? I think they say it. Tom and Kilman. No, sorry, just Tom. They're all on the medium tyres, so that could be tricky for them to start with. But
Yeah, but there's going to be a crossover point soon after in the race, and they're going to come into play a little bit quicker.
yes, if you want to know why Need for Speed is last, by the way, everyone, um, he was entering the pit lane, and as he entered the pit lane, Serdar, is that say Serdar? In Serdar 1907, he hit the back of him. Well, he hit him as he was coming into the pit lane, so it gave him a penalty of 5 place grid place penalty. So I have no idea why it gave it to him, but they were both coming into the pit lane, it gave it to him. So yeah, it could have been just tapping the back of the car, but I generally don't know. So, but this is unusual for a testing race. Vin is now around the last corner, as Danestar is now just yeah. So he's going to have a long wait here for every car.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised.
I'll be keeping an eye out at the back of the grid for any interesting events going on in the opening 2 or 3 laps.
Okay. Yeah, well, we want to thank everyone again for taking their time out of their break and doing this testing. It does mean a lot to us here at SFR for you doing the testing, because of course, yes, last night was a little bit. Only had 15 people, but it doesn't really matter. 15's good enough. As here come the red lights are on. All 5 are now on, and they're now off, and now everyone gets away. And it looks alright at the start, really. The same top 2 are still the same. Is Danestar going to actually get into the lead as they break, or is Mario or Mario Manzo going to actually get anywhere?
Out and Red Bull.
Oh, we have cars off. But we're looking still at the front. They're still too wide at the front here. Is it going to be anything going to happen here? Or not? Let's just go a little bit further back. Because there is 2 cars together. Sundar.
Oh, Sonic Hawk has spun. Halter's left.
Oh, Sonic Hawk.
Yeah, Sonic was.
From a good qualifying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's poor. That's not good then. From a good qualifying.
Yeah.
Is X Gamer here must be. I don't know what setup he's using or what he's using, because he's now just lost 4 positions. He was in 7th. He's now down. Sorry, he was in 6th. Now down to 10th. Make that 11th now, as we see spinning around there is Energy down, having a quick spin. And now Sonic Hawk comes from behind him.
Went up a few places just before the first couple of turns rather.
Yeah. Is it Dan Star or Dean Star, whatever you want to call it?
Star, yeah.
He's pole. He's winning at the moment. He just got to set the fastest lap there, a 1:24. So, yeah, not bad at all, really. It is only 17 laps. It's a quite quick race, as we say. It's about 55 minutes we're streaming for tonight. So, As you can see, Ryan Van Doom just going down the order. What is that for? Let's have a look. Oh, we spun it. That's not a good thing to do. He has right behind him. Need
Yeah,
for
you want
speed.
to be careful. Needs to be careful. He's gone out wide, so he's got dust on his tyres. He does need to be careful. Just to drive that a little bit slower. Take the dirty gravel off his tyres to regain speed. He needs to slow it down a little bit. He's got wing damage as well, so that's not going to help. So he's going to be boxing, I'd imagine.
Definitely not. Not really. Is there any close battles there? Oh, actually, there is at the top a close battle, which I'll get to now, between second and third. Oh, sorry, third and fourth. There they are. But there's a spinner. We have another spinner, and that's Podge off. Podge is off.
Oh.
He now gets back on. He was in ninth. He's now down to 12th. So that's 4 positions lost, or 3 positions lost there for Podge, which is not that good. Maybe coming into the pit lane, he might. No, he's not. Is Ryan coming in? Because you did say he had a bit of wing damage.
Yeah, Ryan had left wing damage. He's staying. Oh, he's in the pits. He's coming into the pits. I'd imagine he'd try maybe hard. So it's only 1 lap in. Probably the best bet. So, I don't know. Maybe no. I difficult one. I think we'll see.
Because how many laps? Because how many laps can mediums do? That's what I would like to know. Because I know I should know this because I did this last year and I should know, but I can't.
Yeah, I think it's obviously because it's 17 laps. You will be able to do the rest of the race on them, but it's just going to be so tight when it comes to the last like 6 laps. You will be like running on like 50% way.
Yeah.
You're going to be slipping and sliding.
Who've we got then battling away? We do have the battle between X Gamer, the Run Up, and Yinger, is that how you say it?
Jaegermal, yeah. They're all
Jaegermal.
DRS of each other, so you've got the Run Up Gamer and Jaegermal all within 500 of a second of each other.
So here goes
They're all going to be fighting for DRS.
Here goes the Gamer then. The X Gamer, is he going to get through? X Gamer. They're side by side. We have a battle for the lead. I'll head to that battle in a second. It's 0.1 now. It is for the lead, and he's through.
Yeah, it's a lovely bit of racing. They beat the Jaegermal.
Yeah, no, Jaegermal's got back through, so Jaegermal has kept the position there.
Yeah, but Gamer stood on his gearbox.
We'll head back up to the front in a second because it looks like Vin has just got the lead. Back of the race. Here it does. It's surprising that he couldn't Dean Star keep the lead there, but Vin and Dean Star were the 2 quicker ones. I think they were like they had really quick qualifying, so it's not really something to say. Just to say on there, it was the top 3 were 0.16 separated each other. And then from 3rd to 4th, that was Dynamics, it was 0.8 separated the top 4. So these 3 will pull away, as we said.
Looking back further down the grid as well, there's a little battle between Racing Podge and Badger. And Energy Dan is just about to come into that as well. Not too far behind.
Side by side, are they actually just at the front of the field quickly? Side by side they go. And he's now got through, so X Gamer has now got through past Jaeger. There he has, and Sunder, is that say it? I think that's how I say it. Got past JD Savo there, so up into P5 he goes. But still, JD Savo, a great job from him as we head back.
6, yeah. Racing Podge has taken 11th through the first 2 corners. Lovely bit of driving as well there. Still got Badger just kind of a little bit wide. Just going to lose a little bit of time and bring Energy Dan into play, along with Sonic Hawk. There's another little battle there, 12th, 13th and 14th position. Badger just got to keep it on the track for the time being.
There's a nice move there as well. There must be a problem with Jaegermal's car because Electro Dan, he's just got through. So two Dans tonight.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's going to confuse. But Vin's in the pits. Vin has decided to come in. I think it on the softs around here it's like 6 to 8 laps. I'd say. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it is the medium tyres he goes on to.
Yep.
There as it is as Electro Dan has got past X Gamer there. He has. So we have a yellow flag in sector 2. I
Trying to find out who that is.
can't tell you who that is at the moment. It may have. Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Right.
Booker spun. Sector 1.
Oh.
Oh, in sector 2, I was keeping an eye out for sector 1 there.
Sector 2 yellow flags were for Ryan Van Doom. He went off again, so that's why there. But he now gets back on to Sonic Hawk behind Killerman. There he does.
No damage. Luckily, I can't see any damage on Ryan Van Doom, so he's okay for the minute.
Wasn't it? Let's have a look then, because it might be Need for Speed who got the bit of damage. We'll just have to check.
Need for Speed in the Haas.
No, we have another Sector 2. And that could be for Podge, it is. Podge had a little concussion with something because there was damage on the circuit. There's a bit of bodywork on the circuit there. His right end plate has come off.
Podge's end plate has come off, yeah?
Yeah, his right end bit of the nose come off. Not the left side. The left side's fine at the moment, but...
Oh, yeah. I see it now, yeah.
Oh!
Oh.
Sunders out. Sunders out. Is that into the pit lane or is this in the corner 1? No, it's in the pit lane. He's retired in the pit lane. But here goes Vin on Badger.
Rather than...
And Vin's past Badger, sorry. He could have gone as he was going into pit lane, crashed, or he decided to give up and retire in the pit lane. I don't know on that one. We have 10 laps after this one to go, by the way.
Yeah. So you've got a few people coming out on mediums now. So we've got Dane Star, Miriam Manzo, and JD Savo, all Energy Dan and Podge just come out of the pits, all on fresh mediums. So that'll come into play. And there's just been another safety car, yellow flag.
Oh, it's for Badger.
Yeah, Badger spun. That puts JD Savo up into 9th. And also Killerman up into 11th. Commented race it into 10th.
Badger gets 11th back, so I think it must have been in the game somebody said Badger get back to 11th. But this has let Dynamics, as they say it, Dynamics actually get a win probably here. It's the first safety car of the season 6.
Testers.
Yes, I know they're testers, but season 6 we still have now officially a first yellow flag of first safety car of season 6. So
this is going to be interesting. Will other people pit again to do another soft stint, or saying now there's a lot of people now who just pitted for mediums. Fresh mediums. Dynasticks has just gone onto fresh softs, along with Electro Dan on fresh softs.
It has indeed.
Yeah.
There.
Ryan Van Doom has just gone onto another fresh set of softs. Mediums rather, sorry.
Yes, and if you laser lord, it does mess up times because they aren't going to be quick times around now. They're not. It's gonna mess up some times with the safety car, but. As we know, there is still fastest lap offer, and the safety car will be out from lap 8 to lap 10, and then at lap 10 I think it will come in, and then we'll have the last 7 laps to just go for it. So it's going to be like a 7-lap sprint, which is going to be quite good.
Yeah.
If you ever go to any local any race circuits around the world or that, and you watch club racing, they normally do about 8 laps of racing anyway. So it's like them. Little tiny sprint races where you just have 8 laps and you do like 3 a day and then you go home. So, yeah. But it is Jaeger out in the lead from the run-up from Dynamics. Then in 4th it's Vin. Then it's Dean Star in 5th. So they're your top 5. And...
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd say 6th, 7th and 8th. Murray Manzo, Electro Dan and DJ Savo. Running then is 9th is Badger and 10th is X Gamer. All on 1 stops. There's a few people without a stop. Badger hasn't stopped yet. The run-up is yet to stop. So any more? No, and Ryan Van Doom is the only person to stop twice. Oh, and no Need for Speed. I just picked it in for another stop.
Jagermal has come in as well, so Jagermal's come in for his pit stop, so has Badger.
Yeah, it looks like they're all coming in.
What they're coming on to? The softs?
Yeah, there's a lot of people coming up the softs now. This is going to be very interesting towards the end of the race, I think.
Here it is, yeah, and
don't forget the run-up is on 8 lap old mediums. So if Dynasticks can get a good lap in now after the safety car, I think he may be pushing for first.
Yeah, so a few people, somebody in the chat just said that he's in the best position right now, in second.
Yeah, maybe Dean Star and Vin may have a little bit of a chance as well, because they're on fresh medium, 2 lap old, 3 lap old mediums. But again, the soft, is it going to be that switch over point this late on to, you only got 17 laps. You've got 7 laps left, and softs are usually good for at least 5 laps. So then the cut-off point, I say, is about 7 laps. Then it starts becoming mediums over the softs. It's going to be quite tight. I'd say the top 6. Looking at that, top 7 will be really tight now in the last couple of laps.
Yeah, it will be, because when you look at them, so you look at the ones on the softs who've just come on them, they have about 8 laps to go. So, well, 7.5. So
yeah, it won't even be that by the time by the time the safety car actually comes in.
And it's just literally come up on my screen and now just gone off, which it says safety car in this lap. So we're gonna go green in a. Well, we are gonna go green, but I don't know if we actually are, because the safety car hasn't even come in yet, has it? No, the run-up's coming as well at exactly the same time the safety car has, and we're green.
No.
And away we go. That is messed up his plans.
Yeah, that's the restart. No.
As we're now got a Bass at the front here, we have Scrap right at the front. Everyone's chopping and changing in the midfield here, they are, but it's Murio Manzo and Dean Star are side by side. They were side by side, they still are, and then Electro Dan is right behind them as well, trying to get through. Oh, that looked like there was some contact there, but it wasn't. It looked like it, but it wasn't, and they're still side by side now. Oh, he's off! And Murio Manzo's in the wall. He's glitched. No. He's glitched in the wall on my screen. Oh, there we go. He's out of the wall now on my screen, and he's down from 4th to 14th.
Yeah, another big loss there for him, unfortunately. But unfortunately, it's racing. It happens,
As it does happen. I totally agree. There's a nice little battle now, side by side. They're going to go. Is Yingamal going to get past Sonic Hawk or not?
Yeah, they're the 2 William drivers on the screen.
Yeah.
It's going to be very close, I think.
I think next lap we'll have DRS back enabled, I think, next lap. So this lap, I think, should be DRS enabled.
Dynamics has just put in the fastest lap.
I think we should have DRS. Let's have a look. No, we don't. So maybe next lap then. But here he goes then, side by side. And he's done it. Past Sonic Hawk he goes. Good move there. Straight into first corner. Nice and easy. And Mario Manzo's out. I can't tell you what happened there. Oh, he's hit the wall as he enters the pit lane. I just saw at the corner there, as we were on board with Need for Speed, he clips the wall as he goes into the pit lane, and that retires him from the session. Maybe we'll have another safety car. You never know. Poor him. That's very bad luck there for him. Oh, and there's a little mistake from Tom. Little mistake for Tom. Yeah. And he's got off again.
Sonic Hawk is on the charge.
Is there a problem for him as Killerman gets through as well? I don't know.
Maybe he should be a bit of dust on his tyres from where he run wide. Or did maybe.
I don't know. And there we go. DRS is now enabled, so they can use DRS again now. From lap 12 till lap 17, they can use it. So there you go. Or make that lap 13. Actually, I think it is. So
The close battle again between Energy Dan and X.
no, it is lap 12. Sorry. Dean's
another close battle to watch.
Deanstar gets a 3-second penalty for cutting multiple corners there. Oh, sorry, Danestar. So
it is awfully easy to pick up time penalties.
yeah.
Quite an easy track to spin out and run wide. The curves are very slippery, especially in the first sector. You've only got to cut the one corner just a little bit too much. When you catch the artificial grass, you might like to say goodbye, and it's very difficult to stop the car from spinning. You know,
Yeah, it is very difficult around here. Just as we say, as on Monday, if you watched Monday's stream, which had a little bit of issues, but they did definitely get the first, I think, like 4 laps in the race. It was I was coming down the back straight, and I just saw you in front. Just literally, all you did was just tiny bit on the grass, and you spun the car. And then
it just goes where it wants to, and you can't stop it.
Yeah, and
You'd
then
be very lucky to catch it.
And then you were versing back onto circuit, so I don't think I crashed you out. I think you hit.
Yeah.
I think I crashed myself out here.
Yeah.
It's not your fault at all. It's my fault, really. And then we were coming down the straight, and then it just went. I was like, well, I used my controller for this race. I did, and I was trying to go onto the grass and gravel bit, but I didn't really judge it proper enough, and then just tap the back of your wheel. It's my fault. It's my fault on my behalf there. But as we can see, there's not really many battles except Deanstar and Electro Dan. That's the battle for at the front of the field. There's loads of little battles in the midfield.
Battle for third, yeah. There's a nice little battle between Energy Dan and X Gamer. Energy Dan's currently on the defensive. Just a matter of how long the tyres will last, because they're both on mediums. A lap separate them on the medium tyres. 6 laps for Energy Dan and 5 laps for X Gamer. So Electro Dan has just picked up a time penalty.
Yeah, Energy Dan is.
6.
Oh, we have a. Oh, he's got through. Energy X Gamer there has lost a position there to Yingermeld or Yingermeld, whatever you want to call him. He has his Ryan Van Zoom now. Saib is just overtaken, and so has Tom, has overtaken Killerman. So I don't know what's wrong with what's up tonight. There's some drivers tonight who, when they get overtaken, they get overtaken by multiple people, but then come back and overtake loads more. So
Murray Manzo's out. I don't know quite what happened there. Didn't quite see.
Yeah, Murray Manzo retired. So if you didn't know what happened with Murray Manzo, everyone, did you know what happened?
I didn't see, no.
Well, it was 2 laps ago, so on lap 12, he was coming into the pit lane and hit the pit lane entrance wall.
Ooh.
So, yeah, and he watched, I think, like 1 and a bit laps and decided to leave, so not good for him. There was Energy Dan now needs to be defensive, I think, here, because X Gamer's coming
back at him again.
But it's nice to see that with some of these drivers who are new and some drivers who we know are from GP2 and Premier Series, that the GP4 people and GP3 people, GP4 and GP3 racers can actually keep up the pace tonight.
Yeah, it's quite a good little affair. And Energy Dan just ran a little bit wide there. There's a bit of glitching going on my screen, and not sure if it's with you as well. I
got glitching as well, yeah. But yeah, we have, just to say, as the leader I think has already crossed the line, we have 2 to go after this one, so we have 3 to go now. And there is a battle as Electro Dan, can he get past Deanstar here and then try and get past Vin as well, who's just in front of them. But what's going to happen here? That's the only thing we've got to say is Dynamics is leading the race, but we've got to consider this. There's 3 laps to go. This lap and 2 more. Will his tyres burst out before the end? As Badger there overtakes Killerman there, so up to 12 goes Badger. But do you think with him, with some of the ones who are on 7-lap-old softs, their tyres will just go?
Yeah. I think now, personally myself, I think this is the cross-off point for Electro Dan, for argument's sake. Dean Star is on 8 laps old mediums, Electrodan 7 lap old softs. This is going to be the cut-off point. But again, I could be proven wrong with an amazing drive from Electrodan. You could just pull something out of the bag and just go hell for leather and take the third podium spot. You know,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
again, you know, it's everybody says it's a difficult track to drive. It is, but some people just love driving it. You know, some people just they just find time from nowhere. It's mad.
As they're going to go side by side, the run-up and Kilman, no, they're not actually, no. Kilman decides, sorry, the run-up decides not to. But no, I'm going to ask you the question because we asked this when we did the stream here ages ago. Do you like this circuit?
It's grown on me. I used to hate it with a passion. But because I practiced so much and I drove this track so much the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because I knew this is going to be one of the test tracks. It's kind of grown on me. It's still not my favourite track by all means, but it's grown on me a little bit. The last sector of the track is my favourite sector. I don't know why, but the last sector is. But the first is my worst sector.
As there goes the run up past Killerman there, up into 13th. But yeah, let us know what you think about the circuit. Do you like it or not? I don't know. It's a weird circuit, this one. It's you never get. Oh, in real life, this is not in this game, because in this game you always get overtakes. But in real life, you never get many overtakes. It was a procession kind of this year, which is kind of annoying.
I think this track you need a lot of luck on your side.
Yeah. Do you think, as the top three start their last lap now, by the way, just to say, but do you think F1 should get rid of this circuit?
No.
They only have 2020 as the last year of this circuit. They've extended it for one more year just because it was popular.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get rid of this. I don't want them to get rid of the circuit because it's popular. In my eyes, it's not Monaco. I'm not even going to pretend that it is. Everybody knows F1. They go, oh yeah, I know the track, the Monaco track. That is what they look to. It's not the same for Catalonia. It's not the same. But I think it's still a good track, and I think they should still keep it.
All right,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, Ryan Van Doom just gets past Sonic Hawk there as well. We'll head up to leaders because we don't know what they're doing right now. Because Dean Star, sorry, is trying to get past Vin, but he's too far back. But we have the leader here, who is Dynamics, 9-lap-old soft.
Van Doom has just gone a little bit wide further on down the pack. Could give Sonic Hawk a little bit of a time, just to try and get the last lap in and gain that extra position.
But here he goes, out of the last corner now. It is going to be NER Dynamics who wins the test here. Vin second. It's going to be Dean Star third and Electro down fourth as we have Killerman out of the race. He's out. Killerman must have hit something somewhere or done something, but he's out of the race. I'm on board Podge to have a look. This is Podge's testing race tonight, just to say, because of last night. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened. As now Energy Dan crosses the line now, and so here they come. What's going to happen here between Ryan Van Doom and Sonic Hawk? Who's got the penalty and who hasn't? Sonic Hawk.
Dean started left the session. Oh yeah, obviously they finished. Yeah.
There you go. Tom, I've no idea. No, it's absolutely fine. I don't know why Tom there got 13th. He should have got about 11th, but must have had a mistake on the last lap. But here comes Podge then, and then we have Need for Speed right behind Podge actually. So Podge will get 14th, Need for Speed will get 15th, and Poulter, who actually only managed to race 4 laps, then he decided to retire, will get 16th. But I don't think he will. But there you go then. So that is your first pre-season test race for Group 4. Just to say that is it for your pre-season testing here at Spain. Next week we'll be in Britain at Silverstone.
Yeah, Pree look forward to Silverstone as well. It's another good track to race.
We will. So same as this week. Hopefully we can get this all, as there's the podium there, just sprayed the champagne over each other and that. So do you want to run through it or?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll run through it. When my screen moves up. Screen. Yeah, right, so In first, NER Dynamics. In second, Vin 87R. Third is Dingstar, all on the podium. Fourth and fifth, Electro Dan, DJ Salvo in fifth. X Gamer in sixth, Energy Dan in seventh. That's a good race from him. Jaeger Mal in eighth. SFR Sonic Hawk, another good race, ninth. Ryan Van Doom in 10th. 11th and 12th, the run-up of Badger. Tormented Racer 13th. Racing Podge 14th. Need for Speed 15th. Polter 16th. And 3 DNFs, Killerman, Murray Manzo, and Cedar 1907.
So there you go then, they are your finishers. The fastest lap of the race was a 1:19.5 set by Dynamics there. 1:19.522 was the fastest lap today, and he started fourth, so there you go. And that is it for testing around Spain. We'll be back next week, of course, for Britain. Thanks again to all of you for watching, and again, thanks to you, James, for joining us.
Not a problem, anytime.
Please don't go too harsh on him. It's his first ever time, so we would like. I think you did really well tonight, so well done.
It comes with practice. I know that.
Yeah.
Just be gentle.
Yeah, no, it's.
Thank you very much for having me.
That's fine.
Really
it's absolutely fine. I think you did really well tonight, so well done. So there you go. That is the race done. As we said, Britain next week, and then after next week we will be. I think the people are validating which league to put everyone in, and then after that we will then start the season off. I think a week after that. So I think it will be the 20th week or the 27th, one of them two. We will start the season. You'll find that out all on SFR Twitter and Facebook. If you don't already follow them, then it's just what the YouTube channel is. But anyway, from us here, it's goodbye. And again, I'm going to say it's James. Thanks for joining. You did a really good job.
Thank you very much. See you all soon.
All right, goodbye then, everyone. Bye.